This last video on using Word is probably the most powerful thing you can do, particularly when you're writing essays and reports for GCSE, because you always have to cite your references, that is, say where the information that you're writing originally came from. If you don't do that, people can accuse you of plagiarism and copying, which is obviously not something you want to do. So I've got two bits of information here, and I'm not going to give you this Word document. I just want you to go and find something from the web and then copy and paste it or use it to inform your work, because then what we're going to do is make a citation. And all of this here comes from a source on the web, which is Wikipedia. So I'm going to show this by going to References and then Insert Citation. I'm going to add a new source, and this source is a website. I've got lots of different options, but this is a website, and the name of the web page is Wikipedia. The year I accessed it was 2016, the month was 6th, and the day is 21st. And this is important because whereas books obviously stay the same once they've been published, websites can change, and so the year that you access a website, the day you access it, is incredibly important. And I've just realised that I put these in the wrong fields. It should be there, there, and there, because it was the year, the month, and the day that I've accessed it. And the last thing is the URL, and this URL is going to be, it's not there, so I'll go on Wikipedia, internet. There we go. So this is the URL for the Wikipedia article on the internet. So I'm going to copy and paste that in there, and then press OK. And it's created a citation. That square brackets 1 that looks fairly unremarkable at the moment is my citation. I'm going to make another one now. So I wrote this paragraph myself, but this paragraph, the information actually came from a book called Computing for GCSE. So at the end of this, I'm going to insert another citation, and I'm going to add a new source. And this is my book, and the author is Sean O'Byrne. The title is OCR Computing for GCSE. The year it was published, you can find all of this information on the inside cover of your books, and the year this one was published is 2012, and the publisher was Hodder Education. And if I press OK now, I've got a 2 because it's a second citation. So far, nothing particularly remarkable, but if I was to write some more information here, and this came from the Wikipedia page again, I could just go to Insert Citation and choose that one again. And if I was to write more information here that came from my book, I could go straight away and choose that book again. I could also change the way that these 1s and 2 appears. If I want a little bit more information, I can choose any one of these. And you can see here, you've got Wikipedia here, you've got O'Byrne there. There are lots of different ones for you to choose from. I quite like this one, it just gives the author. And then the most important thing is not just that you say where the citation came from, because this by itself isn't much information, but what you include normally right at the end of your report is a bibliography, which just says the name of all of your sources. And this is your bibliography, and you can choose whichever one you want, but if I go for that one there, you can see what it does is it includes all of the information that I entered. So, just to recap, you put your information in. If you got it from a source, you want to cite the source, so at the end of it, you click at the end and you go to Insert Citation and you add a new source. If it is a new source, you choose what type of source it is. Is it a book? Is it a report? Is it a website? And so on. You enter all of the information that you know that you can do. You change the way that the sources appear by choosing them from the drop-down list here. And then finally, you create a bibliography at the end by going to where you want and choosing the style of bibliography that you want to see. So what I'd like you to do is not necessarily to copy what I've done, but to find a source on a topic that you want and to put that source down, maybe get it from a couple of sources, from a book, from a textbook, wherever, and to have a practice at creating references.